It seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's coming.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker day.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Caught behind the line. It's Willis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Cover 3 Sky. Field with over Tempadu. Cover 4 quarters.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Looking for room. It's Goss. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They go to the ground. There he goes. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide off trips. Weak slot open.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field.
Short cross.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lopez to pass. That's caught. It's Culliver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Corner.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Gauze. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There are 18 categories.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Audible.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Play call.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Option is set to stop. Option is set to
nowhere to run the
stop.
football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Entering play call, you had 7 options, 5, 4, do, return left is selected.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Inside zone, slot right WK curls.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game of offense.
Entering
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense changing the play. Lopez to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Honda selected.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line.
LB fire.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, pulling the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. It's a running room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
There are 3.
Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cuse.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to fire on second down. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He fires to the left side.
I think when you go for these progressions to quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to. Obviously, I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20.
Cover 3 spy.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nixon. Oh, out of space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Orange.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Entering play call, coach suggestions,
Lining up to add another.
Categories.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Entering
So
play
that
call,
scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina has it back in the Tar Heels, so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Categories. You have 8 posts.
Lopez to pass. Slides away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the lone running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Entering play call, Y-off trips. There are 2 categories. You have 8, conquered slide, HD dive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. After run, now throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense is the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open at the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it to the running back, and now it's his job to go make things happen out on the perimeter away from all the bodies.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. switch in the middle. It's Culliver.
Entering play
quarterbacks
call,
that are
doubles.
decisive
There are
and
5
that put the
categories.
mustard
You have
on the
24
pass.
options.
When you need to put the ball
DBL is
on the
selected.
line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
Entering play call,
He's now up to
Nicholas
58
Cross.
yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Culliver. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Jet sweep.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Sends it back in motion. Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game. Because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Deep, jet wide, zone fix, AHB, bubble screen, curl flats.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks the tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
AHB dive.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good 1st half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive in the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Willis. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Formation.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Caught close to the marker, it's Willis. Taken out of bounds after a good pick up there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Split. You have
the offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great.
There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Ross Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the goal line. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Entering play call, you have 7 options. 5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got little trying to remember the football. Now they face third down. They already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Entering play call for the goal. Option is set.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Seam flat.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that one down a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the single back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Entering play. Cover 6. Spread. Keep half.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. When you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw him.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Though there are some notable exceptions. Typically, great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
Entering play call, you have 7 options, 5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finding an escape route. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Slot right WK.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Bring in the heat. Got a man. It's gone. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Y off trips.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Empty Bay Street, tray open, mesh did.
Till the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Formation Paris. Cover 3 Sky.
A lot of field in front front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The ball is out behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Coverage team was down there to corral, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Lopez wants to fire. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Entering play call. Tight. Cover 6.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs through a tackle.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick release on the RPO. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There are 3 categories.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain here.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Quarterback may change this route. Lopez to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Cover non-star green.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right? For an offensive coordinator, getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down.
Spread.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice. Just the coaching staff try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering first downs homes, total offense home, rushes, total offense home 380s, rushes yards RT, yards per rush home 47 away 1, at 3rd down CONT home, entering post game return to HUD. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Entering corner. Yes. Entering we're back screen. Entering home screen, Dynasty is selected. selected. Ready. Edit uniform. Entering uniform name option is set to current away. Ready.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Entering desync pop-up. A desync has occurred. The scores, stats, and quit from this game will not be recorded. End game.